Good evening everyone. So in this video we are going to talk about active and passive voice. So here at first we will talk about the basic structure of the active voice. Then step by step we will understand what is the difference between active and passive voice and how we can change active to passive voice. So let's start with a sentence. You make a noise. Now see the sentence. Here is you make a noise. So what is you here? At first you is the subject. You is the subject. As you know that, what is the subject? Whom we are talking about, that is the subject. So we are talking about here you. So you is the subject. And after that we have make. Make is verb here. Make is verb here, and at last we have object. At last we have object. This sentence is consist of a subject, verb and a object. Okay. So whenever we are going to change active into passive voice, first thing you have to understand the verb form. Here is verb 1. Okay. Here is verb 1, and always remember either it is present tense, either it is past tense or any tense. Okay, the thing what you have to understand, the verb always changes into past participle. The verb always changes into past participle, that is verb 3. That is verb 3, past participle. Now, from here you have understood that whenever we are going to change active verb into passive verb, it will be verb 3. Now come back to the sentence. Subject changes into passive object. Okay, object changes into passive subject. And after that we have to understand before the verb, whatever the verb will be there, I had already told you that here will be always verb 3. So make, what is the past participle of make? It is made, made. So let me write here made. Okay. So before made, what we have to do? Before it we have to add here helping verb. Okay, always remember this thing. Before the verb we have to put a helping verb according to the subject. Now after verb we have to put here by. So in this format you can convert active into passive voice. Now changing this sentence into passive voice. Let's see. A noise is here. This will become passive subject. So let's write this sentence. A noise. After that I told you we have to put here helping verb. We are talking about a noise, so it will be is here. A noise is, after that verb 3, made by, and if you are going to convert you into passive voice, it will be you only. Okay, so a noise is made by you. This is the passive structure of this sentence. You make a noise is made by you. So feel here, this becomes the passive subject, object becomes the passive subject, and subject becomes the passive object. This is the basic structure of active and passive voice. Only you have to understand the object becomes the passive subject and subject becomes the passive object. And whenever you are going to change verb, it will be always in verb 3. Either it is present tense, either it is past tense or future tense. You have to change the verb into verb 3. Now move back to the another example. If I will write, let me draw it. If I will write, I like this bag. I like this bag. Now, in the same way, this is the subject, this is the verb, and after that we have object. Now change this. This is the object, this is the verb, this is the subject. Subject, verb, and this one is object. Subject, this object becomes the passive subject. So this will be this bag. Here in this sentence we are talking about only one bag. So here it will be each. This bag is, like is here. What is the verb tree of like? L-I-K-E, liked. This bag is liked by, and whenever we are going to change I into passive, it will become me. So this big bag is liked by me. This is the passive structure of this sentence. I like this bag. This bag is liked by me. So this is very simple. Whenever you are going to change this type of sentence, it is very simple. Now we will move back to the tenses. And according to the tenses, how we are going to convert active into passive voice. So the first we will talk about the present tense. In present tense, at first we will talk about simple present. You are well aware of the fact about the structure of the simple present tense. So what is the structure of the simple present tense? The structure of the simple present tense is subject plus verb 1, verb 5 plus object. This is the structure of simple present tense. Simple present tense. This is the structure of simple present tense. Now, whenever we are going to convert simple present tense into passive structure, so what we have to do? In the same way, we are going to convert this sentence. It is very easy. Let's see one example. Ramesh eats a mango. Okay, so this is the simple present tense. Now we have to convert this into passive structure. Same way, the object becomes the passive subject, a mango. We are talking about only one mango, so is will be here. A mango is eaten by Ramesh. It is very simple. Now second example. He kills the snake. The snakes. Now see here, what is the difference? In this sentence we are talking about a mango, only one mango, but here we are talking about snakes. So change this. This is the object here. The snakes. Now we are talking about lots of snakes. So here it will be not is, here it will be are. The snakes are kills, always verb 1 changes or into verb 3 always. So here will be the snakes are killed by him. Okay, he changes into him. In passive, he changes into him. Okay, the snakes are killed by him. So this is the structure. Let me write the rule also so that you can understand it in very easy way. The rule is passive subject plus each am are according to the passive subject. After that we have verb 3, then by, then passive object. Okay, PS stands for passive subject and PO stands for passive object. This is the rule. Okay, this is the structure of simple present tense and this is the rule to change passive voice. The student, do you know, in some cases you can find a question in different way. Let me give you one example. Help the helpless. Help the helpless. And maybe you can find one question like this. Let us sing Okay, so see this question. This is completely different question you will find in your exam question paper. Help the helpless, let us sing. So how can we convert these sentences into passive voice? At first, let me convert this. Help the helpless. The helpless should be helped by us. This is the passive structure of this sentence. Help the helpless. So why I have used here the helpless should be kept be helped by us. Why I have kept here should. Why I have kept here us. So I will tell you these things later because before that we have lots of things to understand. Okay, so let us see now, and let me convert this sentence also. It is suggested that we should sing. So in this way you can find different types of question in your exam. So I will discuss these questions later because before that we have lots of things to understand. Now move back to the another tense. Now moving back to the another tense, that is present continuous tense. What is the structure of this tense? The structure of this tense is subject plus HMR plus verb 4 that you already know, ing. Okay, verb plus ing, and then after that we have object. Okay, so this is the basic structure of the present continuous tense. Now how can we convert present continuous tense into passive voice? The thing you have to understand, the first thing you have to understand, whenever we are going to talk about passive tense, it means whenever we are going to talk about present continuous tense, any continuous tense, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, not future continuous tense, because verbs in future continuous tense cannot be expressed in passive voice. I will tell you these reasons later why we cannot convert this future continuous tense into passive voice. So whenever we are going to convert present continuous tense and past continuous tense into passive voice, you have to remember a word. It means you have to remember a word be. Okay, now I will tell you what is the use of this word here. Now go back to the tense, present continuous tense. So this is the structure. Now let me take one example. I am writing a beautiful poem. I am writing a beautiful poem. So in the same way, see, this is the subject here. This is helping verb. This is verb. And after that we have object. Okay, now if we are going to convert this into passive voice, same way, object will be first. That will be the passive. Subject of beautiful. Beautiful. We are talking about only one, so it will be is only a beautiful. A beautiful poem. We are talking about only one poem, so here it will be only is. A beautiful poem is writing verb 3. I had already told you that verb 1 changes, verb 2, verb 3. Whatever will be there, it will changes into verb 3. So a beautiful poem is written by me. Now listen to me. This is the basic structure that you already know. But I had told you we have to remember a word being here. So where to keep this word? You have to keep this word here. A beautiful poem is being. Okay, here you have to keep this word. A beautiful poem is being written by me. This is the correct use of being in this sentence, and in this way you can convert this in passive voice. Now move back to another example. The postman is distributing the letters. The postman is distributing the letters. Convert this. The letters. Now see here, we are talking about letters. It means more than one letter. So here it will be R. The letters are. After that, what I told you? I told you we have to use being after the helping verb. So the letter are being distributing. So distributed by the postman. So this is the passive structure of the present continuous tense. Now let me write the rule. How to convert it? This is the rule. Passive subject plus each am are plus being plus verb 3 plus passive object. This is the rule of changing the sentences of present continuous tense into passive voice. Now we will talk about present perfect tense. Let me rough it. Now see, present perfect tense. The first thing, what is the structure of present perfect tense? The structure. See the structure? Subject plus has have plus V3 plus object. This is the structure of present perfect tense. Now when we are going to convert this into passive voice, what will be the structure? See the structure. When we are going to convert this into passive voice, the structure will be object becomes the passive subject plus helping verb has have. After that we have to put a word here, that is been. Okay, we have to put here been, just like in continuous tense we have put there what? Been. Here we have to put been. Passive subject has have plus been plus V3, because it is already in V3, and in the starting of the video I had already told you, whenever we are going to convert active into passive voice, the verb form will be past participle, that is verb 3. So here it will be verb 3. After that we have to put here by and then passive object, that is the subject. Subject becomes the passive object. Now see the example. He has done this mistake. He has done this mistake. This is in present perfect tense. Now let me convert this. This mistake. We are talking about only one mistake, so has will be here. This mistake has plus been done, already done. This mistake has been done by he. He changes into him. Okay, so it will be him. It is very easy. He has done this mistake. This mistake has been done by him. Let's take one more example. You have written these letters. Now see, it is in plural form. Now convert this. These letters. These letters. Now we have the passive subject in plural form. So we have to put here have. These letters have been written by you. Okay, whenever we are going to change you into passive tense, passive voice, it will be always you only. So this is the passive structure of the present perfect tense. You have written these letters have been written by you. So in this way we can convert these sentences into passive voice. That today we have discussed about the present tense, about simple present tense, about present continuous tense, and about present perfect tense. After that, in next video, I will also tell you the different types of sentences, the different types of imperative sentence. How can we convert imperative sentence into passive voice? So thank you. If you like the video, just share it and click on the bell icon also.